Great to see not just our current team, but joining us today, many players and coaches from years past. No matter what era they represent, they are OU football. To all who are here and those watching online, thank you again for joining us on this historic occasion. It's been a long week, been a lot of scrolling-itis out there, refreshing Twitter. Some of you haven't seen your wives or husbands or children in a week, even though you live in the same house. I've got good news. You can unhitch the wagon and put the pony in the barn. It's over. We got our guy. We have a star lineup of speakers this morning, beginning with what an incredible start it has already been to his presidency. Please welcome the 15th president of the University of Oklahoma, Joseph Harroz, Jr.
Super fan. Hey, this is the OU family. What a week it's been. What a week it's been. We landed yesterday evening. I thought there might be a couple of hundred people out there. There were thousands, right? This is the OU family. In this week, we've shown who we are. We could not be more proud to be a part of it. I want to thank a few people here very quickly that have made all of this possible, all of these things possible. I want to start off with our regents who lead this university. There are 4 of them here, and their guidance is invaluable. They aren't often up here, but they're the ones leading us. We have Chairman Cawley. We've got Vice Chairman Governor Keating. We've got Anita Holloway, and we have Rick Nagel. Thank you to each one of you all for being here. So yesterday we took a trip to South Carolina. We go in there and there's a conversation, as you might have seen, over in the Venables house. And it was so great because it was seeing family we hadn't seen in a long time. We're going to hear a lot from our new head coach in a minute. But his family is here with us in the front row right now. A lot of people here know them. A lot of us knew the kids when they were really young. Julie is here, and all 4 kids, all 4 of the Venables kids are Sooner born in Norman, Oklahoma. Jake, Tyler, Lanny, Addie. And finally, before I get to it, I want to thank a few more people that have made this possible. I want to thank the greatest athletic director in this country who made this happen, Joe Castiglione. Right, and there are so many people, not just those of us that are on this stage right here, but you look at those that make things like this possible, the list goes on and on. But it's people like Zach Selman, Larry Nafee, Anil Galahali, right? You go across Cale Gundy, you go across these people that all make this happen. This is a family affair. You look at the Pride of Oklahoma, the Spirit Squad, right? You look at the Roughnecks. It's what's make this family work. All right, I've got a message to deliver from somebody that wishes he were here. As you might imagine, there's been a lot of conversation with Bob Stoops over the last week. Right, he steps up every time. He wanted to be here, but he's busy on Fox. He's also busy getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's right. And so Bob delivered a speech to me to give to you. And it's, as you can imagine, of some length. It's 7 words. These are his 7 words, and I'll read them verbatim. He said, "Use tell them, we got our guy." Hey, most of all, the discussion that was stated last week about who we are and who is OU football, right? Every one of these T-shirts says it right here. Every one of you guys. I may have gotten cut in 7th grade, which was rough, and I'm still dealing with it. But you all, everything you've been through, everything you'll go through, you are OU football, and we owe you a debt. Thank you to you all. You know, you saw the video, and you saw in the video the Sooner tradition, right? You see all the greats, all the great coaches, who it seems all names start with a B. That's right. You hear me. All those great coaches. But what we do every day is not just brag about the legacies in the past. Here we create them every single day and into the future. And you are players. I cannot tell you how proud we are of you. And for each of you, on the few of you that I've been a part of recruiting, we talk about a few things every time. I don't know the X's and O's, but I do know what we promise to you in every one of those recruiting conversations we have. Right? We talk about not just excellence on the field, right? But a place where you can develop as a person, as a whole person, a place where you can belong to something well after your playing years are over. And you know what? A lot of great schools talk about that. But here at OU, we live it. And when we went out and looked for a coach, we had two criteria. The first criteria was, do they have coaching excellence? And you look at the resume, and I know you all already know it, but our new coach has a resume, it's second to none. Right? And yeah, absolutely. His teams have been in the top 15 in the nation in total defense for each of the previous 7 years, with 6 of those being top 10 in the country. In his 26 years as a full-time coach, has never had a losing season. His teams have won 12 conference championships. He's coached in 8 national championship games, and he's got 3 rings to prove it. His players are routinely recognized with the highest honors and awards, right? The Butkus Award, first and second team All-American, the Hendricks Award, the Campbell Trophy, which is the academic Heisman. I see you, Pat Fields. He's known, and his resume is complete. He's waited his entire career patiently for the right head coaching job. But the second criteria isn't just, are you a great coach? It's, will you believe and will you live those ideals we talked about developing the whole student athlete, about preparing you not just for the league, but well beyond, about being a place where we keep our commitments, in a place where we are family. And I could not be more proud to have him as our new coach. Let's wrap this thing up from my part. Coach, welcome home.